Nau mahare mai ki te manawa o tēnei whenua taurikura o tātou. I ngā rā o mua nui ngā rākau ki tēnei ngahere. Kei te mōhio koutou e tahi o nei rākau.
Even from a distance you can see different leaf shapes. There's a manuka over there which is a lot darker, and when you get closer it might have the little green leaves on it. It just adds to your ability to be able to recognise trees and plants from a distance, or of course closer. When kids are out and they slow down a bit is when they start to see, rather than just rushing by and there's a tree that looks like a whole lot of other trees. Just being out there is really cool, but extra neat when you start to see things.
Before the founding of Masterton in 1854, this land on the reserve made up part of the vast Kurupuni forest that stretched between the Wainawa and Waipoua rivers. For local Māori, this forest was their home. The hapu also leased part of their ancestral lands before it was sold to Victoria, Queen of England in 1858 for £350. Overseas settlers then bought various 40-acre lots, including Lot 33, which is now the reserve. Tree by tree, the forest was then felled, providing housing for settlers and fencing for livestock. Today, educators like Joseph are preserving Māori knowledge of the forest. Future generations are taught how native trees and plants serve as a natural form of medicine called rongoa and sustain life in many other countless ways.
The titoki berries can take a couple of years to develop into maturity, and you can make oil out of it. You can make perfume.
Is the perfume said sweet or fruity?
It's sweet because you can add other tree leaves to it as well, so you can kind of adjust the smell according to what you're mixing. And this is rangiora. People over time have used it as toilet paper when they're out in the bush because it has a big white leaf, sometimes referred to as bushman's wipe. One other use of it, in the old days, if you were going on a track somewhere and you wanted to attract someone's attention, you could put that down and make it like an arrow, a number of leaves with the white side up, and leave some kind of signal.
What would happen if you ate that?
You'd probably get a very sore tummy and then be violently ill. That's why it's useful to know which bits you can't use for a certain purpose, and especially that you can't eat. This is ake ake, meaning forever and ever, and very hard, durable wood. You can make implements and tools where you want a heavy, strong wood that's going to last for a long time. Just give it a tap. You can feel. You can tell it's really, really hard. This plant is koromiko, and it's used to stop dysentery and other got the runs and that stomach complaints, and you can eat it. It makes your stomach feel better. And they would actually send a whole lot of this stuff over to the soldiers in the Second World War, so that if they got the runs or anything like that, they'd be able to have some koromiko and it'll fix them up. Do you want to try it? Right throughout here, there's all these things that can help you to fix health problems. It's a whole big university, like a big wānanga just being in the forest. The tōtara is a sacred tree. It represents Tāne Mahuta, Atua of the forest, and all of his children are the plants and the trees. They bred berries about that big, lots of them, and they're quite juicy and tasty.
How old is the tree?
Would have been planted since 1994 when the reserve was established. Older trees are thought to be 800 to 1,000 years old, older than people have been around here. I do think that plants and trees have mauri over life force. Papa Tuanukui under our feet, and then Ranginui, the sky there, and Tamanui Te Rā, the sun just poking through the trees there. It's life together, and you come into somewhere like here, it's just uplifting. It makes you feel good inside. And it's in town. It's amazing.
Ko te ngahere o tō tātou whenua taurikura, hei te hoki ora pai mai ana I Nainei, me te ātāhua hoki. He momo o kararehe me ngā rākau, kua tipu pai ana ki tēnei whenua. Me te aki tātou I tō tātou whenua, kia tipu pai ai tō tātou taiao.